Sometimes the most ideal thing to do in a very not ideal scenario is just to get out of there. And I call this finding an escape route. And so when we're walking around with our dogs, sometimes we want to be aware of our surroundings and know what options we have available to us. For instance, if you're in a more urban area and you see a dog coming from in front of you, you may notice that just one more property up, there's a little bit of a parking lot that you might be able to dip into to escape the scenario and keep your dog from exploding. It may be that you just have to turn around and go the other way. It may be that you can kind of dip behind a parked car a little bit, or sometimes even up into somebody's driveway a touch if you know it's not somebody who's gonna get irritated with you about that. So there's not a whole lot to demonstrate here, but we're gonna do it anyway. Essentially, Forrest is gonna walk by and I'm gonna say, let's get out of here, and we're gonna just go. But the main thing is be aware of your surroundings. Look for what could be a possible escape route, look for parking lots, look for open areas of grass, or make sure you know if you can just turn around and go backwards. Make sure you're aware if there's anything else behind you, like another oncoming dog. You may have to cross the street. There's a variety of different things that you can do, but the key is you're looking for an escape route and you're simply getting out of there. And the last thing I want to point out is, in the early introduction to leash pressure, I mentioned that I never like to pull so hard on the leash that I actually make the dog's feet move. This is the exception. If we need to get our dog out of a sticky scenario, sometimes it's best to just get them out of there. And it's kind of what we call an emergency scenario. So again, when we're training, we don't ever pull that hard on the leash, but if we're really just trying to get our dog out of there quickly and you need to pull a little bit, you know, we can make an exception in this kind of scenario. So again, we're gonna demonstrate. I'm walking along. Here comes Forrest. Oh, come on, buddy, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. And you don't have to talk to your dog as you do it, but I personally like to. I find it helps to grab their attention, and it really lets them know that you know, we're doing this for a reason. We're not just happening to go off in the other direction, that, you know, we see the oncoming threat also, and we're gonna leave. And so this time Forrest is gonna approach head on, and I'm gonna turn around and just go backwards. So I'm walking along. Here comes Forrest. CJ, come on, let's go, let's go. So notice I was pulling CJ a little bit there, but sometimes that's what we have to do. So in closing, those are 3 strategies that you can use for handling encounters with other dogs until we get ready for it from a training standpoint. All 3 of these are less than ideal scenarios, but this way you at least know a couple things that you can try or what is acceptable to do when the situation arises.